really disrupt the society as a whole, but the economy, of course. This morning, we're looking ahead at the markets and the balance of health versus economic struggles. Mike Reeves of Strategic Wealth Designers joining us now to talk about what factors are weighing on investors. First off, Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
I checked out the Dow. I mean, it seems to be like a daily swing of 400 or 500 points, sometimes more than that. I just checked the Dow futures. Half hour ago, they're down 300. Now they're barely down at all. What do you expect more of that maybe in trading this week as compared to things when they're expecting to release a lot of the earnings for a lot of companies?
Yeah, I think volatility is here to stay. You know, some companies are actually benefiting from this environment, but there are going to be many that are going to remain extremely weak. Some are going to need government help to survive. So with a lack of financial visibility here, I would look for plenty of volatility and actually even more questions about some of these companies.
I'm just curious because we talk about 20 million Americans in the past few weeks having filed for unemployment. When the numbers come out, we're going to see something staggering for April, like 15% unemployment. We're used to 4% unemployment. Do you think things can turn even lower than that before it gets better? What's your sense?
It's hard to believe the bottom is in when the economy is losing jobs and not adding them. You know, maybe we're starting a bottoming process, but it's just really highly unlikely that we have a V-shaped bottom. I think here maybe we go sideways. If things truly do improve, sure, we could recover, but don't look for that V-shaped bottom at all.
Yeah, for people who are not familiar with the V-shape, that is basically going down, hitting a point, and then going right back up. You're thinking that's going to be more of a like this, maybe an L-shaped or even a U-shape where it slowly goes up again, right?
Absolutely. I think the U-shape makes sense here, but if the financial help is not enough for some companies, we could even go lower.
So what are we talking about? There's a lot of talk from President Trump and a lot of governors, especially in Republican states, where they're thinking reopen, reopen, reopen. Our Republican governor is saying let's close down for at least a few more weeks. I mean, how do you really balance the delicate situation of health versus, I guess, economic hardships?
I think it carefully, right? I mean, this is an incredibly important decision. We certainly have to get the economy restarted. But at the same time, it would be absolutely disastrous if we had to repeat the stay-at-home process. So a controlled reopening makes a lot of sense. It's just a super difficult decision to make here.
Yeah, Mike, I think you pointed out a really good situation there because a lot of people forget the last major pandemic, 1917, 1918, the Spanish flu. It wasn't the first wave that was the most deadliest. It was actually the second wave in Philadelphia. They lost so many people because people went out, they cheered, they were happy to go out, and then all of a sudden the mortality rate, it actually went up. And so you're saying you got to be smart about it, right?
You definitely have to be careful. And again, you know, hopefully this works well. We get these businesses back on their feet. But if we had to restart, I think the failures as far as a lot of small businesses would be incredibly high.
All right, Mike, we're going to be talking about a different topic tomorrow. What can we look forward to when we see you again?
Well, we're going to talk more about the earnings season and how these companies are going to weather the storm, this economic tsunami.
Yeah, whether it's small business or big business. Mike Reeves with Strategic Wealth Designers. Thanks for being here this morning. We do appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Lenny